Does.
Okay.
Mine does.
Yeah.
So get wrecked. Welcome to the WAN Show!
The good audio show.
Yeah, the show that, as long as you do not have daylight savings time, is still half an hour early.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, bud. Oh, man.
We don't operate in these confines of localized ideas of time. Okay?
Yeah, you know, man, like,
Okay.
you know, time is like, you know, really it's just a measure of, like, the sun.
You just think it's this
No.
time because the man tells you it's this
The man
time.
tells you what time it is.
Yeah.
So we're telling you what time it is. It's WAN Show time. And WAN Show time happens when a wizard decides that it arrives late or whatever. Anyway, macOS finally supports eGPUs over Thunderbolt 3.
Nice.
The Exynos model Galaxy S9s apparently are significantly worse than the Snapdragon ones, which sort of runs counter to what we had talked about on the show a little while ago,
Yeah.
where it seemed like Samsung was going to be nerfing the Exynos ones.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that a little bit more later. What else you got?
Apple releases iOS 11.3
11.3.
to absolute critical acclaim. No, not necessarily. We'll see later. They're not necessarily against it either. It's just not the most exciting thing. AMD strikes back at GPP, which is brand new, never heard before news. No one had any idea that AMD was against GPP at all. Let's roll the intro. Fake news show? How much of that donut did you just consume? Like, actually, like, half of it? You didn't do the sponsor thing! Okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, man.
I'm fine. Everything is fine.
Okay, well, I think, do we have to,
Oh, that's good.
I think that's the wrong lower third now.
This is the part where I smile, right?
It is the wrong lower third now. You clicked it, yeah.
Oh, shit, I got...
Thanks anyways. I
There we go.
appreciate it.
All right, so...
We made it.
The big news this week is, of course, about us.
Oh,
We broke up with
we
Tunnel
broke
Bear.
up with Tunnel Bear, yeah.
Apparently, we have already got an email
Yep.
from one of Tunnel Bear's co-founders
Yep.
that is pretty upset. And I don't know. I'm not going to go into... I mean, I'm not going to say anything that you guys couldn't probably assume. But what I will say is that we stand behind everything we said. We asked them for comments. We gave them 2 weeks or 3 weeks? 2 weeks, I think. We gave them 2 weeks to
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we were saying that part, but that's pretty important in my opinion.
We gave them a couple weeks to get back to us and be like, yo, here's our plan to make sure that none of this is a concern. We did not hear back from them.
Yep.
And I've used PIA in the past. We have other people here on staff that have been using it, actually, some of them for quite some time. Because
I used both concurrently. Tunnel Bear I liked because it was just so fast.
it's
to
really
set
quick
up.
to get going.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then any more long-term installations I used PIA for.
So, you know, everything has a place, and PIA's place is in our video descriptions, and Tunnel Bears is figuring out how to explain selling to McAfee.
Yeah.
I mean, and as I said in the stream, so I just want to reiterate for anyone who didn't watch the stream today, as I said, we're not aware of any huge problems that will arise due to this acquisition. Honestly, we don't know that anything will change or go wrong or be bad or anything like that. What we do know is that it gave us and many members of our community reason to doubt that things would continue to be status quo and fine, and that we couldn't get a comment from them for a couple of weeks. So we kind of went, well, let's look at the other options. And being who we are, it was not hard to get VPN services to return our phone calls. You know, knowing what the endorsement of our community does for a particular service, they were like, yeah, we want to talk. How's now? How about now? So that was a big thing. And yeah, so there might be some frustration on TunnelBear's side, and we kind of are sorry for that. But the flip side of it is that just we have to. When you go through
the internet moves fast.
When you go through something like an acquisition, people need answers like right away. And when it's something as serious as your online privacy, especially with some of the crap that's been happening lately.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tons.
Like there's no waiting around for a month to hear back if the service that our viewers are using is like still cool.
Still okay or not? Yeah.
All right. So why don't we jump into our first?
Got some Fs in the chat for the TunnelBear sponsorships.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of TunnelBear sponsorships, I have to pay respects, but you'll probably get banned by the bot, so don't.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's only. It's only for 20 seconds at a time, but look at that.
What? Why did you encourage them? Why did you do
watching
it?
the bot just covered in carnage.
Just like it's not even a ban hammer.
I think they overpowered it.
It's a ban steamroll.
I'm not even kidding.
Did the bot crash? No. Wait, no. Maybe it's turned off.
Or maybe
Maybe it's temporarily off. All right.
Epic.
So okay, let's jump into our first like external topic for the day.
Yeah.
This was posted by Vegetable Stew on the forum, and the original article here is from Mac Rumors. Boop, looks a little something like that. Apple releases macOS High Sierra 10.13.4 with eGPU support. And this is actually pretty exciting for a couple of reasons. Number one is that I'm excited to finally be legitimately excited about Thunderbolt ports on the MacBook Pro and on the iMac Pro, because I initially saw the iMac Pro and I went, wow, it's got Thunderbolt ports. That means that even though it's like a locked down, sealed up Apple product, the most important part of it that might need to be upgraded within the next, I'd say 3 to 4 years, can actually be upgraded. It's the GPU.
Yeah.
So the iMac Pro, if it supports eGPU, can have its RAM, its storage, I mean, with some difficulty, of course, but its RAM, its storage, and its CPU upgraded to up to an 18-core processor, up to, I think it's 256 gigs of RAM.
It's a lot.
Which is a lot. Only 4 sticks, so you got to buy really high-density modules.
But still, you can do it.
But you can do it, and then it's got, I forget, it's either 1 or 2 SSD slots. But, I mean, honestly, a machine like that, it's got 10 gig LAN. You should be using a high-performance NAS for your bulk storage anyway. So it makes it like a legitimately pro machine. I was so disappointed when I found out that the iMac Pro didn't support eGPU unless you boot it into Windows. So the hardware was obviously there, but Apple had it turned off in macOS. So it didn't support eGPU unless you booted it into Windows. And I'm still disappointed about this one. It still doesn't support display target mode, or whatever they call that, target display mode. So you can't continue to use it as a monitor for your like next generation iMac Pro,
especially because it is actually a
Mac
really
Pro.
Nice monitor. So that would be nice.
That would be super swell. But here, let's have a look and see if there's sort of anything else to add here. So the rest of the update includes support for business chat conversations in messages in the US, whatever that. See, not being sort of immersed in the Apple ecosystem, I actually don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Allows jumping to the rightmost open tab using Command 9 in Safari. Oh boy.
Okay.
Safari is so bad. You know, the one thing that makes it completely unusable for me is the fact that it doesn't support favicons. Every tab is just gray.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't tell what anything is.
That's actually unusable for me.
Yeah, like with the number of tabs.
Yeah.
You became a tab mod.
I did. I was so good.
I corrupted him.
I was so good.
I corrupted him. It's great.
Like, never beyond 5.
I regularly use like 25 to 35 gigs of RAM with Chrome.
Now I'm
regularly.
About there. Yeah.
You don't even have an ultra wide yet either. Because let me tell you.
Okay, my work computer is ultra wide, and at home I have 3 monitors. So
okay. You know what's up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like it's completely unusable for me. What else we got here? You can sort Safari bookmarks by name or URL. What are these updates? These are updates?
Why are they all for the browser?
Display privacy icons and introduces a smoke cloud wallpaper that was previously only available on the iMac Pro. What?
Is some more Safari stuff?
Okay, so let's focus on the eGPU stuff because that is by far the coolest thing about it. The most exciting, so here's the features. You can connect additional external monitors or displays with your eGPU. That's pretty cool. So not only being able to connect additional displays, because you could do that already, but being able to drive them off of a different GPU, very cool. You can charge your MacBook Pro while using eGPU, so that's pretty cool if you're into mobile.
Yeah.
You can use an eGPU with your MacBook Pro while the built-in display is closed. Okay, that I probably would have mostly taken for granted. You can connect more than one eGPU using the multiple Thunderbolt 3 ports. That's cool. Yeah, but any PC can do that too.
No, I know, but
okay.
Yeah.
And you can use virtual reality headsets plugged into the eGPU.
They don't have favicons.
I know.
I'm trying to give them credit for everything.
I know.
Like, give them what they can get.
I mean, I'm sure there are Mac people in the chat that are like, actually, Linus, there's on the App Store, you can actually get this thing. It's like $7.99 and it'll add favicon. I'm like,
or everyone just downloads a different browser. But
everything on the Mac is like that. There's like a fix, but it's like a $17 download or whatever, and it like fixes some of the BS in Finder, and you're just like, yeah, this would probably be free on Windows.
Yeah.
And Linux, it would definitely be free. People are like, next topic. No, okay. No. This is a big deal. I was actually getting to the sort of the climax here, so to speak. You can run an NVIDIA GPU on your Mac.
Yeah.
Properly, in a supported way. Because up until now, the only way to, like NVIDIA has macOS drivers, they released them, but the only way to run a modern NVIDIA card would be to be using a Mac Pro from like 2013 or something, or to be using a Hackintosh. Thanks, Bixby. I really wasn't talking to you right now.
So I think this is going to help a lot, actually, because like the MacBook Pros have been really popular for a long time, especially for editing.
That's right.
And now if you can, do some stuff on the road, but also dock it when you come home and edit more heavily there.
That's right.
I think that's actually really cool.
I think that's fantastic. And I mean, not just editing. I mean, you look at any GPU accelerated workloads, you know, whether it's simulation or whether it's rendering, whatever the case may be, like if you want, I actually don't know if NVIDIA has Quadro drivers for the Mac, so don't quote me on this one. But if you had the ability to run a Quadro on macOS, and again, I don't know if like SolidWorks supports it yet or anything like that. The point is, we're moving in that direction, and and choice is always good. In the same way that if you are able to choose between AMD and NVIDIA on a PC, it is good that you can choose between AMD and NVIDIA for your Apple experience too. So that's the thing that I'm most stoked on. Actually, this is interesting. We've got someone asking, why is it that Apple only uses AMD? This is from Nirata I don't know what that says. People are saying no NVIDIA official support. Okay, so we'll give it a little bit more time for NVIDIA GPUs to be officially supported.
Yeah, I was just going to say I think that's going to become a thing over time. They got to do the first step.
But well, I don't know. With Apple, you never know. They may actually lock it down. So something that Alienware did is on their gaming notebooks, the ones that have the GPU dock, their proprietary connector on the back, they actually intentionally locked out, and I don't know if they're still doing it, but they intentionally locked out docks? Thunderbolt eGPUs.
Ugh.
And you know it's intentional. I think I talked about this with like an Alienware 13 review a little while back. You can tell it's intentional because contemporary XPS models worked fine with eGPUs, and there was a specific error message that said that this is that Thunderbolt eGPUs are not supported on this model. And so it is possible that they would do something like that. So let's sort of not put it past them. But okay, so there seems to be some debate in the comments here in the Twitch chat. So Wish I Was Dead 1990 says NVIDIA does offer official support. Yes, they do for their GPUs. But what I think people might be saying is that Apple is not currently supporting NVIDIA GPUs with their eGPU enabled macOS, and I believe it would be possible for them to allow or disallow. So having not actually tried it yet, and right now our iMac Pro is still broken. We have a video coming on that. Very long story. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Very frustrating
Oh,
story.
well, okay. I haven't heard an update in a while, but I know everything about the beginning.
It hasn't gotten any less stupid.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's still broken. It's right there.
Are they still refusing?
The video coming,
Okay.
but it's right there.
right there.
That's a super broke dick screen on the front of it. So anyway,
Understood.
apparently they killed Thunderbolt 2 support. Okay. Sorry, I can't. Will you discuss the proof that Intel cherry-picked CPUs for reviewers? No, probably not. Anyway, because wait, we like did a video. We showed that ours was
I'll
the
be
same.
your chat filter. I got you, man.
Okay. Oh, I'm getting triggered.
He's getting
I'm
flustered. Yeah.
Where was I going with this? Right. No, actually, I think I'm
Apple
pretty much done.
eGPUs, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that
it's a good thing. It's
Yeah,
a good thing.
yeah.
We're excited. We hope.
I'm
that
quite
things are
happy
better.
because I actually think, like, especially you got us those blades.
Right. Hold on. Hold that thought.
Yep.
Why Apple only uses AMD? There's a big
Okay.
thread on the forum about this week. We had someone asking in Twitch chat. My tinfoil hat theory, I don't think Apple's ever explicitly come out and said, this is why we straight up will not work with NVIDIA. But I think in Apple's mind, NVIDIA still owes them like $1 billion or something.
Whoa.
Because do you remember that whole scandal back in, it must have been like 2012, 2011, something like that, way back, when NVIDIA's, again, don't quote me on the exact year or the exact model, but I believe it was 940 MX graphics cards, or 640, whatever it was.
Was it like an Apple only?
So I don't know if it was an Apple only SKU, but basically what happened was NVIDIA was doing on motherboard GPUs for Apple that because of this problem with the type of solder and the way that it was soldered and the way that that machine heated up and cooled down, they were basically, the solder joints were basically all failing. Like, actually all of them. And Apple at some point ended up having to issue a recall, and they did not, 860M, people are saying. Maybe it was the 860M. Yeah. So Apple and NVIDIA, to my knowledge, did not reach an amicable agreement about how they were going to cover the costs of that recall. Since then, to my knowledge, we haven't seen an NVIDIA-based machine out of Apple at all. And so there's people talking about how maybe NVIDIA wants too much margin, or maybe this or maybe that, or maybe NVIDIA won't give them the supply, or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's any of that stuff. I think this is just actually tech giant grudge match 2018. And I don't see how they would ever resolve this, because frankly, both of them are fairly, maybe arrogant isn't quite the right word, but
I know what you mean.
they're both
Yeah.
pretty my way or the highway.
Yeah.
And pretty inflexible. I don't know. I don't actually know that.
They're both big giants that expect everyone to bend over for them.
Yeah.
And like now they're angry at each other. So, and they're both just kind of staring at each other and nothing's happening.
Yeah. So I think Apple would actually build their own GPU before they would put NVIDIA products in their products. And it's not even that crazy.
Yeah.
Like, Apple has the money to shut out anyone. And NVIDIA is basically printing money right now to the point where they got to kind of sit there and go, yeah, we don't need you. We don't need Xbox. We don't need PlayStation. Whatever. We'll keep selling Teslas to data centers all day. Have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so as long as neither of them has any reason to check their ego, I don't think this is ever going to get resolved. And you even see like the way that they continue to behave with NVIDIA snarkily providing drivers for macOS. Your move.
I bet you that pisses off Linux quite a bit.
Oh, well.
I never
yeah.
thought about that before. Rough.
Okay, well. Nothing that you or I can do about any of that.
No.
All right, why don't we jump into our next topic here? This was
Hard.
originally posted by
Die Hard Live.
Die Hard Life. I can never read that.
I got you.
It's too elite speak.
No, never.
The original article here is from a non-tech. And
Or Die Hard Live, maybe? I don't know. Live Live.
no, wait. No, I think you got it wrong. I think it's Die Hard to Live.
Yes.
Die Hard to
Live.
Live. Yep. Okay, we got this. We can read your name. Wow. So, contrary to what we thought earlier, from actually also reading an article on AnonTech, it looks like the S9 with the Snapdragon 845 actually crushes the Exynos 9810 equipped phones.
In web browsing, video editing, photo editing, writing, data manipulation. Oh no.
Phone benchmarks really are very confusing. Like, you actually just have to do it by device, because, like, look at this kind of stuff. The reference design for the 845 crushes everything in the Writing 2.0 test.
Yeah.
But then the S9 Plus gets beat by a Snapdragon 835 S8. And yeah, okay. But then a Pixel 2 XL is like way below both of them.
And the Exynos wins in data manipulation.
So
randomly. And loses in everything else, I think.
yeah, I don't even know what to tell you guys. But basically, they've determined that the Exynos 9810 variant of the S9 is significantly slower than the Snapdragon 845. The Snapdragon one is available in Canada, US, China, Japan, and Latin America, and everyone else, including Europe, gets the Exynos 9810. So they've identified the root cause as a very conservative scheduler and DVFS mechanisms. So, you know, I was actually kind of bummed out that I ended up with a Snapdragon version, and
The intro is playing somewhere.
oh really?
Yeah.
I started playing it for like a second by accident.
Oh.
Yeah, for just like a second, and then I skipped away from it.
Okay.
It was my bad.
Okay.
I was kind of bummed because initially it looked like Exynos was going to perform better, but then now the Snapdragon performs better, and actually, I have Snapdragon.
Oh.
Yeah, but I had Exynos last generation. I think last generation that was better or something. You know what? I'm at the point now where phones haven't been slow enough that it's mattered for like probably about 3 years. So,
Yeah.
with that said, my iPhone 6 is really freaking slow now. Like, really slow. I'm kind of tempted to go in and see if they'll change my battery.
Okay, yeah.
No, the iPhone 6 isn't that old. iPhone 6 release date. Here we go.
2 years?
2014. Oh,
Bro.
wow.
Bro.
Oh, well, 3.5 years ago?
Bro.
Yeah, okay. The 6S really was a lot faster, too.
But yeah, and like once you hit 3 years for a phone, I find 2 years you start to really feel it.
It's really slow, though.
Yeah.
Like, super bad.
At a year and a half, I usually start, at a year to a year and a half, I start really noticing battery problems.
Right.
And then at 2 years, I'm like, there's battery problems. It's also kind of slow. Things are getting At 3 years, it's like, okay, I want a new phone.
Bugs are not getting fixed.
Yeah.
All right. Apple releases iOS 11.3. The
Yes!
original article here is from apple.com, naturally, because nobody
Yes.
else would consider this newsworthy.
No, I wanted this.
The only thing I have to say about most of this is that it's pretty boring.
Yes.
We're getting new AR experience. Okay, we got to straw pull this. We got to straw pull the hell out of this. And it doesn't count if you were just like tooling around with it for 10 minutes, okay? I want to know who here has actually used. No, you don't have to use it like all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, have you? No, you know what? Let's look at options for both. Okay.
Okay.
Have you actually used AR?
But okay, the reason why I keep on saying this is I'm sure a ton of people, because we have a very tech-interested audience, have opened the app. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
We mean like some form of extended use, not persistence. I'm not saying every day, but like you actually really like kind of got into it.
How about this? Okay, so the poll is, have you actually used AR?
Okay, cool.
We got no, we've got tried it once, it's lame / not ready yet.
Sure.
Used it for something practical, Like, and it has to have actually worked. Like, not a ruler application where you measured a room and it wasn't right. Like, if it was right and that was actually useful for you, that counts. And then we've got use it consistently.
Cool.
Because I want to know, is anybody actually using AR?
I have laughed at one video of AR.
Are we counting Pokemon Go?
No.
No. We are counting things that are being advertised as AR, because Pokemon Go was more like pointing your camera stuff and then Pokemon kind of get inserted into the scene. It is technically augmented reality, but there's nothing spatial about it.
And it's very old school style.
Yeah, it's not an augmented reality device that uses any kind of newer technology to actually embed the graphics into the real world. It's just mostly putting them over top of your camera.
Okay, what about Snapchat?
Snapchat? No, that's not augmented
It fixes
reality.
onto your face. It does use tracking. It's slightly newer than Go in terms of the tech. I know what you're talking about. I know this still isn't it.
Yeah, that's really not it. Okay, how do we define this?
That's the thing. It's hard.
Okay, no, guys, I know it is AR. I know it's technically AR, but
I think he's talking an application that is specifically AR focused. Snapchat is more about sharing pictures that has an AR element.
You know what? That's a great way to define it. So I'm talking about IKEA's furniture arranger, okay? And I don't just mean you used it and you put in the furniture and you like thought, oh, this app is pretty cool. I mean, you actually used it. Like you went and bought something based on the experience you had with it.
Yeah.
Or like a game that overlays itself onto a tabletop. I'm talking an AR, where AR is central to the experience.
We know Pokemon Go uses ARKit. It's just very basic. We want something a little bit more hardcore.
Okay.
So no Pokemon Go, and something that is absolutely AR focused.
Okay.
Someone in the chat, ban all ARs. Let's not get that confused now.
Chat's like, hurry up so I can click no. Look, we're on it, okay? All right, while you guys reply to that, why don't we do our sponsors for the day? Sponsor number 1, I am eating so much maple buffalo bacon. They sent so many packs of this with the latest shipment. Don't touch my maple buffalo bacon. You can have anything else you want.
Yoink.
Oh, you're going for the mojo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We did a couple weeks of like super spice. I think we both earned a little bit of a relaxing departure from that.
I've been eating this like every time. I deserve nothing. So
no, you had the huge piece and like.
Oh, that's true. That was painful.
Yeah.
So Savage Jerky is made with the best ingredients without nitrates or preservatives. The goal was to create a snack that's full of flavor and spice, but not bad for you. They've got 13 different flavors of jerky, with my personal favorite being the maple buffalo bacon.
I'm going to cut you off for one quick second. That is one thing to note. Have you ever felt gross after eating like a big thing of jerky?
Yeah.
Like greasy?
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that with these?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they're good. They're not greasy.
True testament. That's not in a thingy. I haven't been told to say that, but they're not greasy.
They're not greasy.
They don't feel.
This one's greasier than most.
This one isn't.
But that one's not at all.
Yeah.
So great flavors. Mojo's great. Traditional's great. The salt and pepper one is great. The maple buffalo bacon, cannot endorse that strongly enough. Although I will say it's not for everyone. Someone tried it after the show and they were like, eh. But they've got lots of different flavors for lots of different tastes, and they also make a barbecue sauce, a hot sauce, a spice rub. Their Carolina Reaper hot sauce uses one of the hottest peppers in the world, and they've got jerkies made out of those same Reapers, also ghost peppers. And if you're into punishment, Savage Jerky can do it. I don't care how tough you are, how spicy the food you eat is. Savage Jerky can.
The singular person on the planet that I know of that is the best spice tolerance that I personally know of, who like doesn't have a sense of smell, so he doesn't even have to worry about that part of it, all that kind of stuff. Did okay eating it, wasn't super great the next day because he like scoffed it down because it tasted good. So like if you want to really go for it, you can.
You can. So you can use offer code LTT to save 10% at savagejerky.com. Next up, we've got Synergy 2. Synergy 2 allows you to share a single mouse and keyboard between multiple computers, be they Windows, Mac, or Linux-based. They've got a brand new UI that makes the whole thing straightforward and easy to set up without having to know like the IP addresses of the machines. Their new networking backend allows you to basically have it automatically work with complex networks that Synergy would never have worked with before. Their SSL encryption has been moved from the Pro to the basic tier, so all users can benefit from encryption. Their new background service runs on all platforms and lets users control all of their machines before they've even logged in, which is pretty sweet as well. And they've removed the concept of server and client computers, so users can now share their mouse and keyboard from any computer without having to reconfigure. So check out Synergy 2 at seamless.com/synergy/WAN4. Bringing us finally to the big controversial one.
Someone just asked when is Savage Jerky going to be acquired by McAfee? I just thought that was kind of.
Is there someone equally evil in the food world
Monsanto?
that we could? What is that?
You have not gone down conspiracy rabbit holes, I see.
No.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it.
I don't.
Let's just keep going.
You know what? Hold on a second. I'm taking off the sponsor lower third. We'll get to PIA in a minute.
Okay. They're like so.
Who are they?
I'm not super up on it. I used to be really well informed. They have something to do with
Apparently Nestle is evil. Literally everyone. What? Nestle?
Nestle, they have a few things. They're a giant company, so there's going to be some stuff. I know they were pulling water out of BC at some like under the table kind of rate.
Okay.
That was like a huge thing up here for a little while.
Their bottled water is like, pardon my French, awful. Like it is awful. It's like the worst. It tastes like pool water.
Yeah.
Like that, you know that cheap one that comes in that
the crinkly bottle?
The crinkly bottle
Yeah.
that everyone rebrands, but
Yeah.
that is Nestle water. It's awful. It's the worst bottled water. I would rather drink tap water in like
But yeah,
LA.
you know how like the
Anyway.
New York Times said that BC has the most corrupt government of all of North America?
I did hear about that. Yeah.
So that was part of that whole thing. Because it was like super under the table and they were buying it for like essentially nothing. Just huge amounts of water.
Apparently
Anyways.
they have child labor issues in Ghana. Tried to buy all the rainwater rights in Bolivia.
Yeah, they're
Stopped producing.
the like water wars, which are starting to happen now, and people have been talking about happening for a long time. They're on the front of that for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Someone says they wouldn't even douche with Nestle water.
Okay, that's a little far, I think.
Huh. Someone says LA tap water is actually excellent. And excellent is spelled wrong. It's probably from the water. Sorry. No offense. No offense. We love all of our Californian viewers. You guys are great. Your water, not so great. Anyway, sorry, what were you saying?
Anyways, Monsanto has something to do with genetically modified organics.
Oh, whatever.
I don't remember to what degree.
Oh, okay.
But there's like insane amounts of conspiracy theories around them. I don't know if they're true. They might be true. I have no clue. I'm not informed. I'm sorry. If I remember correctly, at one point in time, they were like aggressively pushing farms to use their stuff and trying to make it so that there like wasn't seeds that weren't theirs. And I don't know, but I don't know if that's true or not.
So many unsubs, unfollows.
For
so
what?
many.
For what?
So
the
many.
California water thing.
Yeah. Look. Okay.
We have the greatest water in the world.
We actually do. We live in a rainforest.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
It's just hard to compare.
Yeah, I'm being an elitist, and it's not nice, and it's not fair. Please don't unsub and unfollow because I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. Did that sound sincere?
Hopefully, yeah.
Because, like, I actually don't give a crap. Our water's better, and they should just deal with it.
Totally.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, like somebody in chat is saying they sue farmers for seeds that blow into their land. So like the wind, someone else is saying Monsanto kills GMO seeds and sues farms for using their seed. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know what's going on. People don't like them. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So anyway. PIA. So, reasons to use private internet access. IP cloaking hides your true IP address and your geographic location. It allows you to browse anonymously, keeping your identity hidden, which is especially important for political dissidents, journalists, human rights activists, etc.
All that stuff's going on right now.
I'm going to China.
Oh yeah, you should have it. I brought. I think the last time I was there, I think I had like 5 or 6 installed, just so I could like check which one had the best out connection.
You can avoid data mining and targeted advertising. You can block unwanted connections. You can unblock websites, allowing you to bypass lots of government censorship and firewalls, allowing you unrestricted access to more of the internet, and you can save money. So not only is PIA extremely affordable, they actually allow you to hide, well, where you're from and browse websites that have different pricing depending on your location. So travel is a key one here. If you browse as though you are from Asia, for example, little inter-Asia short hop flights are often much cheaper than if you look at them from North America. Little pro tip there.
Oh yeah,
like
I think something legally changed in China with VPNs, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
obviously you're not using one when you're there.
No.
Totally not.
I will check my Gmail by using TeamViewer to my... Nope.
That doesn't work.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, that's right. TeamViewer doesn't work there. I remember trying it last time. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Anyway, you can connect up to 5 devices at the same time. They have over 3,000 bare metal servers in 44 locations across 28 countries. And you can, go sign up there. There you go. There's your link.
Pretty simple.
Boom.
Linus Tech Tips with dashes.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I don't know what the number's at now, but the last time I looked at it, it was like a couple hours ago. We've already had like 700 people sign up with our link.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not that surprised, to be honest, because...
I know, I think that's crazy.
There was a little bit of a response when Tunnel Bear... Oh, well, not when Tunnel Bear came out and told everyone, but when people figured out that Tunnel Bear was being purchased by McAfee, there was a response, and I think people were looking for maybe a new home.
Speaking
and we showed them the door.
New homes. Oh, I don't have a lower third for LTX, but LTX is going to be awesome. It's July 14th at the Richmond Olympic Oval.
I'm actually so stoked.
He's going to be there.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there. It's an LTT meetup and tech convention, focuses on letting people get their hands on cool technology. This is cool. Tickets start at $35 Canadian, so that's like $27 US. It's not too bad,
really
as
not
long
much.
as you can get here.
Yeah.
You can check it out at ltxexpo.com. And
the travel, yeah.
This is cool. We have a booth list now. This just went up today, I think, or yesterday.
What's this?
We don't know how many Ks it will be yet.
Oh, God, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, no, I know.
And why would it be that long?
I don't know. That's the blacked out thing, right?
You should have a little blackout with a K on the end.
Well, it also might not be there. Because it depends on... So, NVIDIA announced a new Quadro, 2 days ago.
Well, don't tell people too much, they might figure it out.
No, it's fine. Okay. It just, I don't know if they're going to send us enough.
Oh.
So depending on how many of them, because it's 32 gigs of RAM on this thing. So depending on how many they send, we could go crazy town.
Yeah.
And depending how many they don't send, we could actually not end up taking it at all. Right. Because one of our old Quadros died at some point, so we don't have enough Quadros to run the old machine.
Okay.
So it depends on NVIDIA's support whether we'll be able to have it there or not.
Yeah.
Main stage. This time we're putting a cage around the case toss because that was super dangerous.
Yep.
Are you going to take part in the key swap competition?
Key swap?
Keyboard key swap competition.
Oh, wow.
There's a real change to how we're running it this year. It's going to be a lot more prize and event focused.
I heard about that. I don't think I'll win, honestly. I usually do keyboard key swaps when I'm watching a show and I do it really slowly.
We're going to have CPU shuffleboard.
I'm definitely doing that too.
CPU shuffleboard.
I want to do all these things.
Heatsink install race.
Yes.
We're going to probably have our multi-headed VR set up there. Just a CPU delitting booth. We're hoping to find a retailer who will actually allow you to buy a CPU there. Test it.
Yeah. I suggested that a while back.
Relit it, and make sure it
that
still works.
would be super cool.
It'd be super cool. We're maybe going to have a LAN there.
Ooh.
A Don't BYOC LAN. So Intel has like a mobile LAN force.
Yeah.
They are apparently considering showing up.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
So I've met those guys. I'm sure, well, they might through the show, but I'm sure they don't know me as an attendee. But I've met those guys at PAX for 11 years.
Yep.
And they're super cool.
Yep.
I like their stuff.
So there's going to be lots of stuff there, and we're bringing back some of the just like stupid carnival games like the Bungee Run and the hamster ball race and pedestal jousting.
The Bungee Run was super fun. Yeah.
BS Mods is going to have a booth. I don't remember what they're going to be doing with people, but last year they did a tubing bend, right?
Yep. Hardline.
Sort of tutorial thing. So it's going to be great.
And vinyl.
It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm really excited. Based on how good it was last year, plus all the improvements that have been talked about, I think it's going to be really good.
Oh, apparently the PIA link is dead.
Like, did the site crash?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, I would be pretty surprised.
Ed sent me a message, something about reenacting something. Yes. You want me to do it now?
How long are you going to need?
I can do it now if you need.
Do this photo too.
Oh man, yeah, I need to do a photo for my visa application for going to.
It works, dude.
Yeah. Okay. No. The link works, you guys. Did we copy the wrong link? Do you want to throw that in the chat?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Throw it in the chat. Okay. In the meantime, why don't we jump into one of our other topics here? We haven't even touched like the bottom part of the doc, the not main news topics. AMD strikes back at the GeForce Partner Program. This was posted by Numlock21 on the forum. The original article here is from Digitimes? Yeah, Digitimes.
Apparently the /pages part was not included in the link that was pasted.
Oh.
So now it's there. And
sorry guys, we're working on it.
Do you have a Switch?
Did you get Kirby?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Do you have a Switch?
Well, technically.
I'm not going to be able to play it for a while, so like if you want to borrow it.
Oh, no. The only Switch I have is the like work Switch. So I would just borrow it.
You could borrow that. I meant the game. You can borrow the game.
They want me to go do a thing. Can you handle GeForce?
I know nothing
Partner
about
Program?
it, but sure. I
Yeah,
got
you know what? No, hold on. Let me find something.
Well, how much more do we need to do?
Oh, dang! Uber settled with the family of the woman that was killed by the self-driving car.
What did you think they were going to do?
I don't know. I thought it was going to get dragged out, so to speak.
Oh.
You know what? That's my cue to exit.
Is that the end of the show?
No. I just got to go do some stuff. If you want to go ahead and cover a topic or two on your own, I'll be right back.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Which? Oh, man. Okay, let's talk about that. Why not? Let's do it. Can I bring this up on screen? I need to go on here. Hold on, guys. Operating both laptops is no fun. There we go. All right, so we're talking about the that sounded horrible.
What?
The metal grinding.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how you know it's safe.
Try to only do it once more. Sorry? Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. All right. Uber reached a settlement with the daughter and husband of Elaine Herzberg, who died after being hit by a self-driving Uber vehicle in Tempe, Arizona. The settlement presumably includes a cash payment, but no details were provided by either Uber or the family's attorney. Also, since last week, people in Temp have uploaded videos of which we can watch, but doing this on his thing is not great. So, okay, I think what they're doing is they're showing... You guys can't see it. It doesn't work. Way to go, Linus. Also, he sounds like he's dying. Don't worry about that. He's completely fine. I know that he's fine. I know what's happening over there. I can't show you guys, but basically in Uber's footage, it was super, super dark, and it was really hard to see anything. And people are showing that driving on that street at that time of day, it's actually not that dark, which goes pretty counter to them saying like, oh, well, the self-driving thing couldn't see very well. It's actually pretty well illuminated. And in some of the pictures, it shows quite a bit of lights going along the side of the road. Which are not very visible in Uber's footage. It also gives credence to the belief that an alert driver could have intervened because they would have been able to see much more easily. And it makes sense because headlight illuminates farther than 2 seconds ahead of a vehicle, so it should have been able to stop.
So
That was the Uber topic.
Left you to deal with the fallout of
Yeah,
that.
you showed up like right at the end of the Uber topic, so we're good to move on to the next one. Also, that door opening and closing during WAN Show should never be a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, wow.
All the metal grinding noises
Oh.
going into the mic. Sorry, everyone. We apologize.
We're really sorry. Hopefully this
Makes up for it.
this helps your ears too.
It's
Recover a
payment.
little bit.
Okay. AMD
oh,
Strikes
man.
Back.
Yeah, we can talk about it. It's kind of boring though. AMD strikes back. Taiwan's Asus Tech, Gigabyte, and MSI are caught in a dilemma over the development and shipment of new gaming models, as they are GPP members but also have long-term partnerships with AMD. Industry sources said that the three Taiwanese brands have reportedly adjusted their new product development roadmaps, and they may also launch new gaming brands based on AMD's GPUs. I mean, I don't see that being very effective. Like, can you imagine? Like, what's Asus's brand going to be? Like, Republic of Ramers?
Oh, man.
You know, Gigabyte, AOR
Oh.
AOR me.
I'm sure their branding departments can come up with something pretty good.
But MSI's branding is literally gaming.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they call it. It's just like GTX
Can they
1080
just call
Ti
it
gaming.
MSI AMD gaming?
I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. This whole thing just smells so bad. And you know what's really interesting? You can always tell when NVIDIA is in like full-on damage control mode because they say nothing.
I was going to say they don't damage control. They just don't do anything.
Yep. And you know what? It's not a bad strategy because it's going to work.
Because it'll go way faster.
We're going to get bored of talking about it.
We already are.
You guys are going to get bored of hearing about it.
Because there's no proper news.
There's no news.
The other side is upset.
Yep. If they said anything, then that would be newsworthy, and we'd have to talk about it again, and it would actually create a whole new news cycle of people being mad at NVIDIA. But as it is, NVIDIA can just kind of sit there quietly and wait for this to go away, and I think they're going to get away with it. If everything that's been said about this whole program is actually true, then that will be a problem. SpaceX is apparently close to becoming an internet service provider. So the original article here is from The Verge, and this was posted by MonkeyBiz.
This isn't new news.
Over on the forum. This is apparently not new news.
It's okay, I know too. It's fine. We're just going to keep talking about it anyways. It's still interesting, and it's coming closer. And there's been new information that's come out, but like...
So it's satellite internet, which... It's not going to be the fastest thing ever, but right now is extraordinarily expensive. And I guess there's a lot of room for improvement in that particular industry. And if your whole deal is that you launch things into space, then getting into the satellite communications business is probably not that much of a stretch. So earlier this year, they launched the first two of their planned 12,000 satellite constellation. The company is starting out with a 4,425 satellite array, and the FCC is requiring SpaceX to launch at least half of them within the next 6 years. So SpaceX hopes that Starlink will become a big revenue generator that can help offset the R&D and operations costs for the rocket company. SpaceX expects more than 40 million subscribers for Starlink by 2025, which would be roughly $30 billion in revenue. So,
straw poll for what?
Sure. Oh, right. We got to go back to the straw poll results.
Oh.
We never did.
Oh. Good call, Twitch chat.
Have you actually used AR? 62% of you say no.
Straight up no. Not even tried it once. Straight up no.
28% of you say tried it once. It's either lame or not ready yet.
So essentially 90% of people.
So literally 2% of an audience that is hardly, no offense, hardly representative of the general mainstream population.
Not normies.
Use it consistently. Here's what, okay. Like, I get that early on in any technology, it's kind of like land grab. And it's a land grab for, like, mind share. Here's the most confusing one. Why is Apple involved in this?
Yeah.
That's usually their deal, is to wait until all the really, like, crappy stuff.
But they've been acting weird for a long time.
Yeah,
Ever since Steve Jobs has been gone, they've been acting really weird.
Okay, well, Yeah. So
And like the thing is, someone could say like, "Oh, but Steve Jobs pushed new things too in specific realms." And yeah, you're right. But his first version would also be awesome.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, the iPhone didn't have copy paste.
No, but it was pretty sick for its
Okay.
time.
Yes. It was pretty.
And
amazing
the
for its
original
time.
iPad was kind of big and
It
brick-like,
was thick, and the battery life was terrible.
but it was pretty sick for its time.
Okay. All right. So AR though, like, actually just not very sick for its time, and apparently most of you are pretty much on the same page as us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like there's a difference in the feel.
And it's not even just the percentages that tell the story here. The use it consistently category is 35 people. Like,
Yeah.
and you look at the millions of dollars being invested into this for, I'm sorry, how many actual, like, bodies that are using it? I don't know, man.
And I think in 10 years, and I'm not saying that's like the beginning of it being awesome. I'm just saying in 10 years in general.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's going to take that long. This isn't a prediction of anything. Just in 10 years, I suspect it will be pretty commonplace.
Okay, this is terrible. So this was posted by XRQN on the forum. The original article here is from XDA developers. LG is apparently seeking feedback on display notches. Okay, LG, here's some feedback. No. No. We are so close. Like, we are actually not that far away from being able to put these elements under the display anyway. You know, have the courage to not.
Isn't it weird that we've gone from like Apple products are really nice but over expensive and they can't game, so the PC people are like, why are you wasting your money on that? It can't play games anyways. To everyone's trying to copy Apple even when it's not working. Like Apple used to copy everyone else and generally like do it with really nice build quality.
Yeah.
Now it's everyone copies Apple even though people don't like it.
I don't know. Apparently some people actually like the notch.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they never watch movies or they don't want anything in their notification bar. I just don't get it. I can't even tell when my VPN's connected or not because there's not enough room.
Yeah.
Whereas on the iPhone 8, I can tell.
And like my notification bar is maxed basically all the time.
Yeah.
And I actually look at it
Exactly.
because like there's certain icons that are probably important things that I need to check, and other icons that aren't as important. I don't know. I think we're
all
good.
right. This is our
Oh, okay.
last big topic of the day. This was posted by Sithan on the forum. The original article here is from NPR. Really? Oh boy. Restricted by YouTube, gun enthusiasts are taking their videos to Pornhub. Wow.
Wow.
So that's pretty interesting. Because guns are sort of a huge vertical on YouTube. So starting next month, YouTube is going to be banning certain subjects in the firearms category, prompting some channels to upload their videos to the Canadian porn site Pornhub instead. Banned subjects include selling
we-
firearms. Just be really gentle when you close that. The noise is like aids on the mic. Yeah, that's good. Good. Just leave it. Perfect. Yep. Selling firearms or certain firearms accessories through direct sales or linking to sites that sell these items. Now that second part, huge like deal breaker. Yeah, they won't be able to take sponsorships from gun sites or
And if you take their ad revenue
gun
completely
companies.
away,
And
and
if
take
you-
their sponsorship completely away.
what's left. And if you know the thing is that one of the reasons that this is happening is that this type of content is not particularly advertiser friendly in the first place. So it's not like these guys have other advertisers banging down their doors. And while they will maybe find advertisers, whether they're advertisers that are edgy and more mainstream publications won't touch them, or whether they just don't really care, What it will affect too is the rates that they'll have to pay, because if there's less competition for sponsorships or advertisements on these particular channels, then the rates inherently drop. Any instructions on manufacturing a firearm ammunition, high capacity mag, homemade silencer, suppressor? Okay, well, that probably shouldn't be a thing. Or certain firearms
What if
accessories?
it's legal? That's the issue, right?
To my knowledge, suppressors are not, either in Canada
Well, not
or the
here.
States.
Yeah, they are in States. In some
In the
places.
States, you can get suppressors?
In some places.
Why?
Why not? That's the question. I'm not necessarily
that's
arguing
not a
back
question.
and forth. It can be.
No, there's no reason for a civilian to need a suppressor.
There is, actually.
Okay.
There's medical reasons. It's easier on your ears. I'm not arguing for either side. I'm just saying there is arguments for why you might want one.
Okay. Do you know how much that entire bin of earplugs cost? It's like
That's
$4.
possibly not enough, depending on what there is and what you're firing. You'd probably need over-ear protection, or both. In some cases,
You could do both.
You
So,
could do both.
do you know how much that over-ear protection up there cost?
I'm not arguing.
all right,
I'm
all right.
stating what it is.
They're also banning... Okay, so accessories include those that enable a firearm to simulate automatic fire or convert a firearm to automatic fire and high-capacity mags. Instructions for how to convert a firearm to automatic... Wait, okay, those are duplicated.
Yeah.
So InRange TV, which has 144,000 subscribers on YouTube, has chosen to publish videos on Pornhub, and a search on the site yields 5 videos currently uploaded by InRange TV. Wow. Do you need something else?
Bond's waiting for you.
Oh, okay. What? Okay. All right. So that was pretty much it for the WAN show today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Okay, bye.
Hold on, we're still rolling the outro. It says brush off your dirty right sleeve, please. Okay, there you go. Just in time for the show to be completely over. Boop. Bitty boop. Boop boop.
My favorite part is I didn't even see it.